the day that broke and healed their hearts. The wedding of Rihanna and A$AP Rocky was meant to be the culmination of their love story, a union not just of two people, but of two worlds. It was the event everyone had been waiting for, the shimmering, star-studded ceremony in Barbados, where the golden sun dipped into turquoise waters and steel drums hummed a soft melody in the background. Rihanna had chosen a gown unlike any the world had seen, pearl-scent silk that glimmered faintly like moonlight, with diamond-embroidered sleeves that caught every flicker of the Caribbean sun. Rocky, in a custom white tux with gold threading, couldn't stop staring at her, as though each step she took down the aisle was another moment he'd remember for the rest of his life. But that day, meant to be perfect, would become unforgettable for a completely different reason. The whisper before the storm. From the start of the morning, their daughter RZA had been in her usual bubbly mood. She was just shy of 3 years old, curious and mischievous, with a knack for stealing attention in the most adorable way possible. She was dressed in a miniature ivory dress with little floral appliques, carrying a small basket of rose petals. Her mission was simple: walk down the aisle ahead of her mother, sprinkle the petals, and melt the hearts of every guest. But just before the ceremony began, RZA disappeared. At first, it seemed innocent, maybe she'd run off to play with a cousin or hide behind one of the palm trees near the seating area. But when the minutes dragged on, panic flickered in Rihanna's chest. Rocky tried to keep her calm, whispering, "She's fine, baby. She's probably just being RZA." Then, just as the music began and the first notes of the wedding march floated in the air, RZA appeared at the back of the aisle, but she wasn't smiling. The words that changed everything. The crowd gasped. Aya's cheeks were wet, and her tiny hands clutched something crumpled, a folded, worn photograph. She didn't walk. She ran, straight past the flower girl's position, straight past her dad, straight to Rihanna. The ceremony stopped. Even the music faded into silence. "Mommy," Aya's voice trembled, and her little body shook as she tried to catch her breath. "I found this in Daddy's room." Rihanna took the photograph with trembling hands. It was old, faded, but clear enough, a picture of Rocky holding a newborn baby in a hospital. Except the baby wasn't RZA, and the woman in the picture wasn't Rihanna. Gasps rippled through the guests. Cameras, both professional and the ones in secretive hands, caught every second. Rocky froze. The color drained from his face. "It's not what you think," he began, but Rihanna's eyes were locked on him, searching, demanding answers without words. The truth no one expected. In that moment, Rocky could have denied it. He could have spun a story, pushed the blame away. But instead, in front of hundreds of people, he told the truth. "It's my son," he said, voice cracking. "From before us. I didn't tell you because I didn't know how. I didn't even know for sure until recently." The air seemed to vanish from the room. Rihanna's heart pounded in her ears. A child, a hidden part of his life he never shared. She could barely breathe. RZA, too young to understand the full weight of the moment, only knew that the picture had made her sad. "I thought I was your only baby," she whispered to Rocky, and that broke him. Tears at the altar. The officiant stood frozen, unsure whether to continue or step away. The guests were silent, some covering their mouths, others whispering in disbelief. Rihanna tried to blink away the tears threatening to fall. She wanted to be strong, to stand tall in front of everyone, but her chest felt tight, and her vision blurred. Rocky stepped toward her. "I should have told you, I was scared of losing you, but I swear, you're my everything. You, RZA, our family, that's my world now." RZA's tiny hands reached up to her mother's face, wiping away a tear. "Please don't be sad, Mommy." And that, more than the photograph, more than Rocky's confession, broke Rihanna completely. She knelt down, hugging RZA so tightly it was as if she feared she'd disappear too. The choice that changed the ending. They could have ended the wedding right there. The wedding of Rihanna and A$AP Rocky was meant to be a dream crystallized into reality, a union not only of two lovers, but of two worlds colliding in rhythm. Barbados shimmered as the chosen stage, the golden sun sinking into turquoise waves, while steel drums wove a lullaby into the ocean breeze. Rihanna descended toward her moment in a gown unlike any ever seen, silk spun to resemble